Taylor out for Kwanda, iba talaga ang kaya niyang ibigay, i-deliver sa ating table ngayon. And also with Doggy, it's also need to say.
I'm actually curious if the play style of Laus Auto Group Playbook Esports Eagles are going to be a lot like how we know them from the previous leagues and championships that we've held, diba? In the Mobile Legends esports realm. Kasi kilala natin tong team na to eh. Basically, these players, they play in a certain way and we expect a certain thing. But right now, here in the Nationals, in Conference 2, baka sila talaga yung kailangan nating shot in the arm, kumbaga. Kasi kung itong Happy Feet Emperors, they're here to shake up the meta, baka meron tayong kailangan na kryptonite. Because last week, it was the day of last Sunday pala, I'm sorry. Parang ang dami na nangyari because of how things have changed, right? Last Sunday, everyone went 2-1. Everyone went 1-2. Ayaw nila magpatibag. But today is the day of 2 zeros.
That's true.
Tingnan natin kung that's gonna be the same way for this matchup.
Yep. I'm really expecting a lot, especially for both of these teams right here. Pero tingin ko talaga, there's a big possibility since yung first series and second series natin more of a 2-0, more of a one-sided game. But I'm really excited. I want to see kung talagang kaya bang i-2-0 ng dalawang teams yung isa't isa.
You know what? There's a lot that's similar about these two teams. I mentioned both coaches are animals, and now both of their teams essentially are birds. Diba?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're going to be a lot in the same way, just like they are in those ways, in their play style. Because I'm wondering, the way HFE plays is very textbook, I'd say. I've watched the replays from last weekend, and yun nga, under Doggy's tutelage, sabihin natin, ang ganda ng fundamentals nila. But then again, there's a lot of wisdom and experience also on the back of LPE. The Eagles are not necessarily a new team. Bago sila sa The Nationals, but they've been around
Yung
the
mga
block.
players talaga.
Yeah.
Kumbaga parang yung connection ng mga players na-establish nila way back before.
Yeah.
So tingin ko talaga it's all about the drafting indeed and also the execution, kung ano yung preparation na ginawa nila since this is their own debut.
Speaking of the draft, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game 1. Unang pipili dito at magbaban ang Happy Feet Emperors at sasagot naman ang Eagles. Here we go again with the 100%, well, not anymore kasi nga lumabas si Hylos today. But yeah, here we are seeing the Eagles, the Emperors
Your
just
team is
prioritizing
picking.
the Hylos ban alongside Grok.
Yep. Again, well, nakita natin kanina, a very good example of a high-loss pick is the way that he can provide sustainable yung mga controls sila. The CC, the glorious pathway with the slow cooldown, ring of punishment, of course. Again, yung stackable slow niya, hindi lang movement speed and also the attack speed. And yung law and order. So, almost lahat ng skill set niya meron disabled. Kaya tingin ko yun yung isa sa mga underrated tanks na hindi natin napapansin previously on a different tournament. Pero ngayon, talagang pinakita ng Happy Feet Emperor. Sila mismo nag-first pick nung first day. And it is also a very good ban here, removing the opportunity to use it against them.
Here we see on the other side though, the Eagles batting out Kimmy, wanting to avoid that cheese. Ayaw nila ng keso eh. Uso pa rin kasi dito sa The Nationals, yung Kimi Digi, Kimi Estes, Kimi, just whoever you want, fill in the blank. Basta maka-early game ka. And we saw earlier today, Brenny Pro was able to get that through. Diba? In the very capable hands of Doc Ribo. But right here, they also banned out the Selena, which opens up the Harith.
Oo nga eh. Kumaga parang nakakapagtaka kasi mas prioritize nila yung Kaja. Pero tingin ko, from the previous series, napapansin ko dito, nag-first pick din yung Happy Feet Emperors na Kaja. Then, finalo up nila ng Chang'e. Kaso magiging problema dito is, alam naman natin na si Harith is also still one of the meta heroes up until now. Kahit anong nerf mo dyan, kahit anong nerf mo sa Zaman Force niyan, he's still really mobile at ang laking effect talaga na kaya niyang ibigay or kaya niyang i-deliver sa table gamit lang yung kanyang Zaman Force.
Yeah, as shown earlier in that
X4
PSO
Lolita.
and Signal Ultra Warriors
Your
matchup,
team
diba?
is
Medyo
picking.
that second game was off the back of the Senya's Harith. So, with that being said, I'm wondering what the Emperors here are going to be answering the Harith with. But, let's see. Ang sunod naman nilang pinick
Your
up dito,
team is
ang Lolita at ang X-Borg. It's interesting to see X-Borg now not in the first slot. Diba sobrang init X-Borg in the past few weeks. Especially since he came out, everyone was saying X-Borg sobrang
Your
ganda ng
team is banning.
binibigay niya. And again, in other leagues, we see that X-Borg is hot.
Totoo.
But right now, he seems to be ano na lang, parang niche pick, specific dapat.
Pati napansin ko talagang kahit sa kahit sa mga rank games, kahit sa mga
Your
pub games
team
talaga,
is
mas
picking.
pina-prioritize pa rin talaga. But I think both of these teams right here just prioritizing their comfort picks. Meron na sila talagang mga naka-ready na playstyle na ito yung kailangan nating prioritize. Okay lang kahit ibigay natin yung X-Borg as long as meron tayong makuha natin yung mga comfort picks natin, yung mga ni-ready natin for this kind of matchup.
And I understand why. It's because you're
Kufra.
facing an enemy
Your
that you
team
don't know.
is
That's
picking.
true.
Pareho silang walking into the dark eh. So, dapat meron kang sandata na alam mong gamitin kahit na naka-blindfold ka. Diba? And I think that's what we're seeing right here. We're seeing the carry, the Harith, the Kaja, the X-Borg, the Lolita, very specific yan eh. You need to be able to have a strategy or a lineup that will use it to its best. But let's talk about these bans first before we go into the second phase of picking. Akai taken out alongside Chang'e.
That's good. Again, with Chang'e, well, as I mentioned earlier, especially previously on the previous series against Happy Feet Emperors, talagang mas pinaprioritize nila yung Chang'e
Your
plus
team is
dun sa Kaja
picking.
pickup. So I think for sure merong idea dito yung Laos, yung Eagles. So they will remove it and kung parang binibigyan nilang opportunity yung Happy Feet Emperors gumamit ng iba pa. Which is really surprising. Zask ang pinili nilang mage for Happy Feet Emperors, which is I think really effective as well. Why? It is because Zask can use his worm, yung kanyang yung first skill niya para mag-dish out ng structural damage. Ang dami rin niyang kayang ibigay. Objective, it will be much more easier for Happy Feet Emperors to secure those objectives. Pati yung range, yung pang-scout out niya gamit yung mga parang bomba
Yeah.
na nakalagay sa baba.
Like an auto-alarm bomb from
Yeah,
Biggie,
auto-alarm bomb,
right?
yes, indeed.
Iniiwan mo lang eh. But yeah, on the other side, though, we have the Eagles picking up a Cho and that's a Kufra. A Kufra. That's crazy that Kufra was picked in the later half of the phase.
That's true.
So that just shows you what the strategy is for these two teams. Granger, ang huling pinili naman ng Happy Feet Emperors, which is okay. They really needed the core there. I'm still getting over the fact na pumasok na si Zask sa ating meta dito sa The Nationals.
Well, nakita ko rin siya sa sa mga ibang tournament, which is international tournament. Effective din talaga yung Zask dito. Kasi kung sakali meron kang Masha, almost the same siya ng Zask eh. Ang Masha, kaya niyang umikot sa mapa, kaya niyang mag-force ng reactions sa other team.
With arrival.
With arrival. With Zask, it's almost the same. Parang sobrang bilis niya mag-melt ng turrets, which is also can bring up attention sa opposite team na okay, kailangan tayong i-defend to. Pati sa team fight, yung stun niya, ang laking bagay na nun. Kumbaga, well, even though kahit sobrang liit lang, pero yung haba ng stun niya is kapag naiboto mo siya ng tama, ang daming heroes sa pwedeng stun and that give a lot of opportunity for Happy Feet Emperors to secure or at least do a cleanup.
Which is an interesting solution to the problem presented by the Eagles. Kasi nga, binan nila yung Chang'e.
Yeah.
And I believe that Chang'e is a nice pocket pick previously. Ngayon, medyo meta na siya
Oo.
for the Emperors. And they solved that problem with a single hero in Zask. Di ba? Pinili nila si Zask. Medyo sinasagot nila yung Masha. And of course, they get their medyo alternative to Chang'e missing. Because there's still a lot of range involved when you're playing a Zask.
That's true.
And yun yung strength ni Chang'e, that you're able to just click a meteor shower. Okay, dito lang ako. Bahala kayo. You're gonna hurt. If you come in, you're gonna get stunned by Zask. If you come in, you're gonna get hit by those bombs that he lays. And medyo maganda nga yung kanyang mobility and of course, his capability to survive team fights.
That's true. Pati kumbaga parang ang dami yung pwedeng gawin talaga ng Zask dito. Kumbaga, hindi mo na kailangan puwersahin yung mga marksman mo na kailangan mong, okay, mag-take down tayo ng early turrets. Maganda rin yung pang-secure ng map advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 1 between Happy Feet Emperors and Laus Playbook Esports. Here we go. Lastly engaging early on against Doggy and Vern. TDZ, pakilala natin ang ating mga players bago pa lumala ang bakbakan because it seems like these two teams are hot.
Sobrang init nga naman talaga. Happy Feet Emperors playing the blue side. We have Doggy para sa Kaja niya. Vern naman sa Lolita. Rene J on the X-Borg. Aaron playing the Zask and Danielle on the Granger.
For the Eagles, it's Lasty on that Kufra, Rio on the Harith, Kilowash on the Masha. Si Bimo naman ang ating show. Kilalang kilala tong Bimo show na ito.
Oo, man.
And of course, Exhort on that carry. I love Exhort here. Medyo flex siya because he was labeled as a mage and we all know him as a really good mage. But now he's showing a little bit more na core. Kaya ka rin mag-core. So I'm gonna play the carry.
Pati mas tingin ko mas mas okay na adjustment yan kapag ikaw yung mage player kasi mas alam mo yung kung paano ka umikot sa buong mapa, kung paano mag-apply ng pressure. So alam mo rin kung paano ka mag-play safe sa early game. So maganda rin talaga siyang pang switching especially for those roles right here. Pero at the moment, ang laki ng ang ganda ng laning phase ng both teams natin. Nakikita natin si Carry, binabantayan niya lang si Xborg, which is also maganda rin pang counter sa Xborg para mawala agad yung kanyang armor.
Here we go. Lasty with the bouncing ball to disengage. Rio papasok with that dash. Pero mukhang skirmish lang ito mga kaibigan. Lasty way too low, but up top, let's look at this right now. Renegade using Lasting Sanity as defense mechanism para makatakas kay Exort at kay Bimo. Check it out. Exort right now, level 4. At medyo maganda ang tingin ng EXP on the side of the Eagles kasi mas marami na sa level 4. But here's Kilowash taking so much damage from Daniel. Point blank, binabarel. Brya!
Pati sobrang bilisan din talaga. Well, Masha understands that, okay, sige, pwede tayong pumasok sa loob ng brush area since tatlo yung HP bar natin. However, Rio here with the 7-4 trying to take out Daniel. But sobrang busy talaga ng mobility niya with the chrono dashes. But Extort on the backside, getting that sandwich play, securing the first blood on the hands